Okay, we're going to do the edging now for the top of the box. It's going to be very similar to making the base. What I'd do to start with is just home your view, make sure the base is on the bottom. Then we're going to hide the base because the base gets in the way a little bit when we draw this. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a new component. This is going to be our sub-assembly for the top edging, so we're going to name it appropriately. Once you've got that named, you can right click it and put a component within that. So the first one we're going to draw is going to be called the long 44 by 44. 44 just refers to the material that we're going to use for this. Now we're going to sketch, and we need to make sure this is the top edge, not the bottom. That's the only confusing bit about hiding the base, but we've got it right. We're going to use the rectangle tool, and just like the base, we're going to draw like an overextended rectangle over our box. We're going to use the collinear constraint, and we're going to select that line and that line so they are flush together. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to get a line tool, and from the corner we're going to come in and just anywhere on the line. From this one, the corner, anywhere up the line, we're going to use a dimension in there, so it's 45 degrees. And we're going to use a dimension in this one, so it's 45. I think I've already set that, or it might have already kind of defaulted as I put that in. Last thing we're going to do is this little coincident constraint, so the line needs to go through this point on the edge for both sides. And we do have to also add 10 millimeters from the outside line to there, so between the outside of the box and the furthest point of the edging should be 10 millimeters. Finish the sketch, rotate that around a little bit so we can see what happens with the extrusion. There'll be two profiles, so directly above the rail and just out from the rail, and we're going to come up, I have to think about this one, we have to come up 12 millimeters. The reason why I chose 12 was because that's the stock thickness of our material we're going to use in woodwork. Going to add that chamfer on the end. It may look a little bit thin, and if it looks too thin, we can go to a 19mm material for that. I think based on what that looks like, we can come back down here and edit our extrusion and make it 19mm material. And that kind of makes it a bit more of a substantial edging on the top. Just like we did for the last time, we are going to copy that component and then paste it into the top edging. Pull that one over to the other side. Just align your view a little bit so you can see that to flip it around. And then we're going to add the join. So this one here we can join from the center bottom to the center top of this rail. You can see it's flipped around, so I'm going to click that flip symbol and click OK, and that's sitting in the correct position. To do the other two, exactly the same as the box, so we're going to go new component into the top edging. Going to create a new sketch. Make sure you're sketching on the top surface this time. We're going to use the line tool, so from this point up to this one. So I'm stopping short just a little bit. Come over to this point. So I am doing it a little bit differently, but sometimes there's not a correct right and wrong way of doing it, but if you can find the best way to do it, that's fine. going to use the collinear constraint to constrain those two together, and then also that one and that one. I'll have to try that again. And finally, they look together already, so if you think it's together, just click and drag it. There's escape, click and drag it again. If it's locked in position, pretty sure that it's correct. So that looks good. Finish sketch. I'm going to extrude that downwards. We had it at 19 millimeters. And we're going to add the chamfer to the edge of it. The chamfer is 10 millimeters on that outside bottom edge. You can call this one short, 44 by 44. I'm going to copy it, and then we're going to paste, bring it past your work. Make sure you're rotating it in such a way that the edging is all in the right position. So let's add the join here, zoom in, that one and that one. I actually completely missed that time, so I'll cancel it and try again. That one and this one. I have to flip it over. Not having much luck here, so let's try it in a different position. Try to do those two edges there. Okay, so that's got it together. So that's your top edging. Once you've got your top edging, you can combine that one, collapse it, or minimize it up, struggling at the moment, and make your base viewable again. We don't have the bottom in yet, but that's okay. You can see the exterior of the box is coming together quite nicely.